Hey, what is good? What is happening, everybody? It is your boy Primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys today, showcasing you guys how you can easily get long shots in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys showing the love and support. We got a lot of information to cover here, so I'm going to do my best to try and cover it in a short enough video. That way it's not too long for you guys. But today we're going to be showcasing how you can get long shots with any weapon category in Call of Duty, because it is different for each weapon category, so do bear that in mind. There are going to be different ways that you get long shots for different weapons. So first things first, it's important that you guys understand exactly what a long shot is in Call of Duty. For those that are not aware, there's actually a specific range at which certain long shots will count for certain weapon types. So for example, something like the ARs and the SMGs, the ARs, the ARs, the LMGs, and the marksman rifles, a long shot is actually at 38 meters. So anything at 38 meters and beyond will actually count as a long shot. Now for the SMGs, a long shot is at 30 meters and beyond. And for the sniper rifles, you will have to get a long shot at beyond 52 meters or beyond. So do bear in mind, it's a lot longer for the sniper rifles, but still fairly easy to get done. Now for the pistols, the pistols are long shots at 20 meters and beyond, so these are a little bit easier to get done. Things like the revolver and the 50 GS, or basically the deagle, are a lot easier to get done because these are actually one shots to the head at those distances. So that will be a lot easier to get done. Now for the shotguns, shotguns are also fairly easy to get done. These are long shots at 12 meters and beyond because of the fact that they're buckshot. However, there's a cheat code to getting this one done very easily. So first things first, guys. One thing I want to make note of, when you actually make your class setup for dealing with long shots, a lot of people make the mistake, and I made the same mistake as well, as building your weapon for something for along the lines of range with your weapon, which is important, but sometimes I would start to build into stuff like ADS speed because you think ADS speed is important when building for these specific type of classes. However, I do want to make you guys aware, you do not want to do that with your class. You want to build your weapon in a way so that way it has recoil control and range. So for example, we're going to start from scratch here. We're going to actually create a new class so you guys can see this, how you should be building your weapon. We're going to start off with the M4, for example. The M4, fairly easy weapon to get long shots with, but can still be a bit of a headache. So how would you build this M4? Well, first things first, you'll probably want to increase the mag size a bit because you're probably going to be spraying a lot at range. Personally, I would go with the second to largest mag. In this case, that would be the 45 round mag. You want to make sure that you have a precision sight on because the iron sights can be a bit obstructive at longer ranges. Ideally, you can use the CRONEN Mini Pro. However, there's another sight that I recommend you guys try to give a shot. It actually tells you what distance a certain player is at, and that is known as the X10 Angel 40. What this actually does is this actually tells you how far a certain target is at a certain range, and this can be very useful for determining what range you need to kill a certain enemy at. Can be very helpful. So if you want, you can certainly give this one a shot, but it's certainly not required. Most cases, if you've done long shots long enough, you'll start to know what range a certain enemy is at without even needing to use this. But for you newer players out there that struggle to get long shots, this is certainly an attachment that you guys want to give a shot that will definitely make things a lot easier for you. Now for your barrel, you definitely want to make sure that you are speccing into range as well. Definitely want to make sure that you're speccing into this because you will run into a lot of issues with this one. If my recommendation, let's say for the M4, you'll probably want to use the HIGHTOWER barrel. This gives you the most amount of recoil control as well as bullet velocity. And for your rear grip, one thing you want to do is make sure you're using any grip. This applies to every single weapon category except for the shotguns. You want to make sure that you have a recoil control mod in the rear grip area. I believe it's the same for most weapon classes, but if you're not sure, just make sure you scroll through the list and look for one that says recoil control. Make sure you're building into that. Like I said, it's important that you guys are not speccing into ADS speed. You do not need ADS speed when you are doing long shots. Now for your muzzle, you have a few options here. You can either use the recoil control broadhead 3DP barrel, or you can use the Echoless 80, which will give you more range on your weapon. Both are very good. However, me personally, I decided to go with the Echoless 80, which gives you a decent amount of range here. Additionally, the Harbinger D20 also does boost up your range as well, and it says that it gives you recoil control, but I didn't notice any difference when using this one. But like I said, they both pretty much do the same thing. And obviously, you can take this a step further by tuning your weapon just a little bit. You can add more bullet velocity, which is very important at longer ranges. Bullet velocity can be pretty crucial on a lot of these weapons, especially some of the snipers, so you want to make sure that you're tuning into some of that as well. So pretty much the same goes here. Tune this all the way up for range and also recoil steadiness. Control with your weapon is what matters the most for these specific classes. This applies to both the LMGs, the SMGs, the ARs, the sniper rifles as well. Sniper rifles, I would try to spec more into bullet velocity because of the fact that they are fairly slow if you're not specking into those as well. So make sure you try to spec into that as much as possible. Now for your shotguns, this is where it gets a little bit complex here. I want to make sure you guys understand this because a lot of people make this mistake. 12 meters on a shotgun is not that bad, but it can be stressful if you're not using a specific attachment, which we're going to get into here. So for example, I have the 7.25 shotgun, and this is obviously a buckshot, and this is a 2-shot. This weapon holds 2 shells since it is a double barrel shotgun, and if you miss both of those shots or if you get double hit markers with it, you're pretty much a dead man in this case. So what can you do to help make this a lot easier? Well, you don't even have to put any barrel on this one or any crazy attachments. What you need to do is you need to change your attachment and make sure you're using the slug attachment. Now, if you guys haven't seen on my channel, I actually uploaded YouTube shorts showcasing what this weapon actually does. I'll roll a clip real quick, roll a clip so you guys can see this thing in action. Oh my goodness. How much better I can... Oh my... Wait! 48 meters! 48... Oh my... I can't see this guy. Dude, I just hit Mark at a collat. Dude! But yeah, as you guys can see, this thing can one-shot at crazy distance, so you want to make sure that you are using the slug. The rest of the attachments on a shotgun does not matter because the slug will give you a stupid amount of range. Now, in terms of distance and everything, the best long shot spots, there's plenty of other videos to check that out. But like I said, if you're using the range attachment like I mentioned, which is the X10, I believe, what was the name of it? The X10 Angel 40. This will pretty much tell you the distance, and like I said, you guys know exactly what distance you need to be for every single weapon type. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the long shots. Hopefully this helps you guys out in getting long shots quicker. Like I said, the goal for every weapon that you build, with the exception of the shotguns, is to build into recoil control, range, and also recoil stability at certain ranges. So make sure you're speccing into those. Do not worry about your ADS speed, and obviously tune your attachments as such that you can spec more into those specific attributes to your weapon. But anyways, guys, hopefully this helps you guys out. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's your boy Primitive AK, signing out. Peace out, fellas.